Hi, it's me, Julie, with your weekly oracle card reading for the week of July 17th through to the 24th. And I apologize, it's so windy today and it's just a cloudy day. The moon's in Aries today, and it seems that every month when the moon is in Aries, I don't prepare my video. I just feel like doing an impromptu reading. So let's get started. I'm using John Holland's Psychic Tarot oracle cards for this week, this upcoming week, which I'm hearing is going to be a get started week. So Archangel Michael is already telling me that if there's a project that you've been putting off, that you're going to get started on that this upcoming week. It's a starter week. It's a starter week for a lot of people. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm shuffling these cards, and I have prayed over them and asking for just a general message for everybody universally. So let's see what messages want to come through. I'm being guided to stop. These are beautiful cards. There's a lot of sacred geometry on them. The wind is blowing. Hopefully you can hear me. So I pulled the balance card. And, you know, in every tarot deck, the balance card looks different. But this is a beautiful angel with, and there's like a sword and a staff and a pentagram and as well a cup. So this is asking you to really balance those four, I don't want to use the word elements because they're not elements, but those four tools. So balance the emotion that you're putting out at the beginning of the week. Balance it with what you cut away. So there might be things that need to be cut away at the beginning of the week, but I am hearing that things are going to go in your favor. So are you wondering about a situation in your life right now and how things are going to go? Well, this card is coming to you as a sign. Things are definitely going to be moving in your favor. So Archangel Uriel is stepping forward and he's telling you to have faith. He's saying, have faith, beloved, that when you have faith, when you believe, that can move mountains. It's a very, very powerful statement. I mean, Jesus Christ talked about faith for a reason because it's powerful. And yes, it's like a magnet. So you can be in a situation that looks hopeless or where you don't believe in yourself. But this card is saying things are going to happen in your favor. Believe, okay? They want me to talk about the pentagram, which is also a sign of good luck regarding money and your finances. So I'm also being urged to counsel you to keep your thoughts positive about your finances because things are going to pull through towards the end of the week. Being guided to move on to the next card. So how I do it is I take the next card off the top of the deck and sacrifice. Wow, that's a really, really beautiful, beautiful card. It almost looks like a mermaid coming out of water, and her hands, well, I won't do it. I don't want to try to do yoga on film. It's not really my expertise. And, you know, she's got this rainbow shooting out of her hands. Now, a rainbow, traditionally, you know, that was the covenant that God had made between heaven and earth, that he was no longer going to flood the earth. And funny enough, as I tune into this card, I am hearing that there will be a forgiveness happening towards the end of the week, Wednesday or Thursday. For those of you who are in a situation where there has been a conflict, forgiveness is at hand. But they're also telling me that this card also means that you have to sacrifice. So sometimes it means you have to bend where you don't want to. And it's not always forever. Sometimes it's just for a period of time. But they are telling me that a sacrifice is at hand. Now, we don't live in a time where we sacrifice bulls and goats. Although the mistreatment of animals in this day and age is certainly at hand. But we're talking about sacrifice. So Jesus was the sort of the Lamb of God. He was the last sacrifice. So why did I go down that tangent? I went down that road for a reason. Hang on, they're bringing me back. Give me a second. But you still have to make sacrifices in your day-to-day life. And yes, it seems like a test that, oh, you know, but if you think about somebody who's really made it, like if you think about somebody who's very successful, they've had to sacrifice, which means, no, they don't get to go out and party every night. They've had to stay home and study, you know, maybe to get that degree in college or university, or somebody who's made it so far. Your angels are counseling you to sacrifice something this week. And it feels very close to a relationship where you're going to have to say yes or you're going to have to say no when you don't want to make things work. at the other end, and I am being shown that very clearly. So please know that it is only temporary, that the other person will come through, but they just kind of need you to give a little bit of a compromise. But some of you are having to sacrifice in other areas. So that's a card for the middle to the end of the week. All right. Transformation. This is an amazing card for the end of the week. And it's really that things are going to change because of all of your preparation throughout the week. So whatever it is that you're working on right now, this card comes to you that you're being transformed right now by God, by the angels, by the universe. And also God is using your circumstances to transform you and to change you into a better version of you. And that transformation is happening towards the end of the week. Now, it feels like this is really connected to love, the love that is inside of all of us, in terms of that's what we want. This card is showing me that we all want to transform, that we all want to evolve and get ready. And so we're almost a little bit shocked that it's happening towards the end of the week. But it is definitely happening. We're being transformed. So are you listening to the messages that God and the angels are giving to you? If they've asked you and guided you to make changes, please know that you are going to start to see the results of that yielded towards the end of the week. Okay? Now, they're really prompting me to talk about the Stand Your Ground card. That is the exclamation mark. It's very important that you stand your ground and that you be strong this week. I really feel like this is a battle of the minds that is transpiring towards the end of the week, where you're being called to stand your ground, stand in your power. Okay? But they're also showing me that through synchronicity and through a feminine energy that you will be victorious. Okay, so this was an amazing deck to use for this week's Oracle card reading. I only use it sometimes, but I was really guided to use it. I will be talking more about relationships this Monday, the 17th, on the Angel Heart Talk Show. That's, of course, at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and that's on Blog Talk Radio. So, you know, if you'd like a reading about your romantic relationships, you know, where you think, you know, where things stand, or if you're like questioning things about your partner, I think that would be a really good opportunity this upcoming Monday. And of course, if you want more of a private, more intensive reading where I go way more into detail about your love life, then you can book that with me, of course, online at juliespiritualhealer.com. And the sale is still in effect, the summer sale. So please do take advantage of that. I will see you next time. And until I talk to you next week, know that you're blessed, know that you're protected, and that you are the most important person in your angel's life. Mwah.